Hi guys, welcome. My name's Regan McCaffery. I'm the fine wine manager here at Glengarry, and I'm very pleased to have Ned Goodwin, Master of Wine, with me today, and Asia Pacific Brand Ambassador for Champagne, Charles Heidsieck.
Well, let's just leave it at that. That was not the way I was intending on opening that, Regan, but there's obviously a bit of pressure there and it just leapt out at me, but we haven't wasted anything. So we're going to taste the Brut Reserve.
Fantastic.
And for those of you out there who want to know how to open a champagne bottle, that's not it. Nevertheless, it wasn't wasted, and this is 40% reserve wine here. All the reserve is Pinot and Chardonnay, and the average age is 10 years. So considerably older, pretty much, than any other non-vintage champagne out there. So lots of richness, lots of texture, complexity, yes, but freshness.
Yeah, wonderful champagne. Now, onto the Rosé Reserve.
You know what's amazing, Regan, is that while this wine and the Brut Reserve, this one here, come from the same base wine years, this wine simply feels fresher because it has less of that buffer from the reserve wine. Tom Stevenson, who I know was a bit of an inspiration for you, and certainly for me, he wrote about this wine. He said, when you see this wine in the glass, the colour, you know it's going to knock you out. So, yeah.
Okay, well after that fantastic start, now onto the vintage wines.
Indeed. So 2000, this wine, as you can see, it's still in the old bottle shape, albeit the new labelling, simply because when this was rolled out, this was already being aged for as long as 11 years on lees. So that's a whooping period to age any champagne. And 2000, as you probably know, Regan, was a warm, voluminous year, but it really is a wine that's drinking, I think, at its halcyon point now. This is not going anywhere. It's still very, very fresh. 5-8 years, absolutely fine. But wow, what a wine to drink in this state.
A huge body on the palate. And it's almost, someone said this to me this morning, first time I've ever picked it up, it almost has a peatiness.
Yeah, it does.
Like an Islay whiskey.
But incredibly complex wine, but very here.
Now, Vintage Rosé.
Yes.
Always a great drink.
Yeah, it is, and this is a 99. This wine has been aged even longer, and it's been on lees for 12 years. So that's a long time. So 60% Pinot Noir, 40% Chardonnay, and then with around 5 to 7% Pinot Noir added, and this time 100% Embonnet. Okay.
And that colour is just incredible. Look how luminous it is. Rosé and vintage rosé is often highly underrated, I think, and this really just shows everything that you can get, from a really quality producer.
Absolutely.
Our final wine, Ned, and I think one of my favourite wine styles, Blanc de Blanc, and a spectacular one to finish on.
It is. So the 95 Blanc de Millénaires. Blanc de Millénaires is, for lack of a better word, Charles Heidsieck's prestige cuvée, although interestingly, given I should say, the importance of Pinot Noir across the range here, suddenly, as you said, we've got Blanc de Blanc. So 100% Chardonnay, all Grand Cru on the Côte Blanc, with one exception, Vertu. This wine has been aged 15 years on lees.
Exceptionally long time for a champagne.
It is, and 95, a very, very good year indeed. Very, very rich, albeit with great acidity. And it's pretty hedonistic stuff, but in the mouth it tidies itself right up.
Right, well, what a spectacular range of champagne. Ned, I think Charles Heidsieck has always been one of my favourite houses, and it's great to see this entirely new range that we've got in front of us here, and if it was even possible, a lifting in quality from where we were before.
Yeah, no, I think so. Certainly a fresh ownership, some fresh bottling, but most importantly, those reserve wines driving the wine, longer lees aging, and I too am very proud to work for the Maison, so thank you, I really appreciate it.
Wonderful, and you can check it out on our website. All of the range of Charles Heidsieck champagnes available from Glengarry, either in store or on the site. And if you want more information about Charles Heidsieck specifically, then check out their wonderful website as well. I think that's enough for us. I think we'll finish with that Blanc de Blanc 1995. Cool. Thanks,
Thanks,
Ned.
Regan.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank
Cheers.
you. Thanks.